question the undergarments, if that makes sense. They're made from really, really thick fabric, kind of like swimming costume fabric. And this is just what it looks like. I will show you it on and that soon, so just kind of ignore that part of it, but that's what it looks like. And the how these are made are very, very difficult to get on. It states that it comes with kind of like a little do's and don'ts of the figure hugger slip, which is really cool. So it tells you kind of don't try it on without reading it, do expect it to be tight, don't try and put it on over your head, don't wash it in certain things. So that's really cute, but they are £50, which is expensive for swimwear. I'm not sure if that's kind of a price point that would appeal to everybody, but I really think it does work, and it really does help to kind of slim down your lumps and bumps. It isn't perfect. I do think that it could slim down your front a little bit more, but it is definitely something that's worth trying if you do feel self-conscious and you wear a lot of kind of bodycon dresses and things like that, and you want something that's really gonna hug your figure and kind of really let everything look smooth and give you a really lovely clean silhouette. My main issue with these is the colour selection that they do. Because it's kind of targeted at a younger market, they want it to be very fun and girly, and the colours are very bright, which I suppose would be okay if you wore that sort of clothing, but it's hard to kind of wear underneath certain things because it would show. And I really do think that a white and a black and a nude even should be introduced. Now, the makers are adamant that they don't want a nude to be introduced because that's kind of very stereotypical of shapewear, but I think maybe a dark nude would be something that a lot of girls would find very useful. I know a black would be really, really useful, and they are going to introduce a black on their website later on, but it really does make you look like you've just lost a little bit of weight and gives you that kind of Kelly Brook body versus the kind of little bits of chunk that hang around everywhere. So I am going to insert some footage now of me wearing it. I'm going to insert footage first of me not wearing it, so you can see what I look like in just a regular bodycon dress, and then what I look like with this underneath my bodycon dress, and you can see the difference. And you can also get this kind of like lace slip thing where you can kind of style it in a way that goes over the top of the dress, which does look very pretty as well. I don't know if it's kind of my style personally, but I'm going to show you what it looks like anyway, and then you can really see the effect of how much difference it does. So I've deliberately chosen a dress that's very, very tight and figure hugging, get it, that showcases all your kind of lumps and bumps. And because I've got studio lighting in here now, I'm sure I'm going to then look at it in the camera and be mortified because the lighting's going to pick up on everything. But as you can see, this kind of area just looks a little bit lumpy. You just get that kind of little bit of chubbiness on your tummy. I am wearing kind of high-waisted knickers, which does help control that, but it's still, you kind of get just a little bit of your lumps and bumps showing, and definitely kind of here, which is the kind of saddlebag area for me. It just shows that your body isn't perfect and how many kind of little bulges and things you have. You can sort of see on the back as well, you just get that little bit of a bulge. So that's what it looks like without it, and then I'm going to put it on underneath and show you how it's wearing the figure hugger underneath, and you can see the difference that it makes. But the only thing is the fabric of the dress that I'm wearing is very thin, so you can probably kind of see the lines in places like the bottom part, which is right here. It has got this kind of sort of silicone strips that are meant to stop it from moving, but the thing is, where the fold part is, it does kind of bulge a little bit, so it would be better if you wore it with something maybe a little bit looser, but it's not the end of the world and you can't really tell. But as you can see, it really does smooth everything out. It's very tight. You do kind of feel a little bit restricted and a little bit like you can't breathe, but not, you know, in a major kind of corset way. You just kind of feel a little bit restricted. But you can see how it really does help to kind of just smooth everything out and gives your body a really nice silhouette. The only place that I think it could do with a little bit more improvement is kind of on this area, but I'm not sure if that's more my body, because obviously my chest isn't that large and it kind of squishes the girls down a little bit, and then my waist is small and it's kind of not as tight as it should be on my waist area, but then it is very tight on the other part. So here it really sucks everything in, which is fantastic, and it's really great on your kind of bum area as well, because I feel like it lifts it a little bit. I've got a very fat bum, so it kind of just lifts it a little bit and really makes everything look smooth and nice. And I'll even be brave enough and show you what it looks like underneath, because that might be helpful to some of you, but that is what it looks like on. So you can see that if, you know, your boyfriend walked in on you dressed like that, he'd probably quite like what he saw and not think that you were wearing some scary outfit. But I will now show you what it looks like with a lace insert over the top and how you could style it. If you wear the kind of lace insert over the top, this is what it would look like. Now, it's a really sexy look and it is a really nice look, but personally, just from kind of personal taste perspective, I wouldn't wear it over something coloured. I would only ever wear lace with black. That's the only way I like it. I think otherwise it can look a little bit too sort of underwear-like, and especially red and black, although it's very sexy, it is very kind of reminiscent of sexy underwear. So I don't think I would wear this out personally, but it is a kind of very Kim K type of look, and it is really flattering. Like, I feel like my body looks really, really good in it. It's just the colour scheme. If I get a black one, I would totally wear this over the black one and go out like it, and it would be great. But this is what it looks like on, and I'm sure you can see it really, really does make a difference, and it makes your body look great. It just kind of feels a bit sad that your body doesn't look like that when you take it off. Things just kind of spread out a little bit, but on it makes everything look amazing. So that is what it looks like on, and I think you'll all agree it does really, really make a good difference. The only thing that I think maybe could be done